again, everyone! So today's video is a video that I have been planning and working on for quite some time now, and it is a video that a lot of you guys have requested and asked me in the comment section of my videos what my favorite BB cream is. So today I am doing the top 5 BB creams that I love or that I think are must-haves, or essentially my favorite BB creams. And the reason why this video took so long for me to film was because there are a lot of BB creams on the market, and I wanted to test them out and give them some time before I was comfortable enough to present them to you guys. Now before I get into the video, I just want to go over a couple little disclaimers really quick. First of all, I want to go over my preference in base makeup because I think this has a lot to do with BB creams that I personally prefer. So I have dry skin. I'm also about a MAC NC 20 to 25. I also prefer more natural or semi-matte type of finishes when it comes to my face makeup. And I don't like it when my foundation feels super heavy or thick or sticky, like it feels like it hasn't set yet. So I wanted to make sure I kind of gave you guys my personal preferences. And since I know you guys are gonna ask me this, you guys already know it, I see it in the comments already, you guys are gonna say, but Morgan, which one is your absolute favorite of all time? And that's like asking a mother who their favorite child is. I can't pick a favorite. I love them because they're all special and unique in their own different ways. So in no particular order, let's go over this one first. This is the Misha Perfect Cover BB Cream. I personally use shade number 23. Now this BB cream is about a medium coverage. It is not super buildable, so you can't layer it on itself. It tends to get a little cakey, but I find that the medium coverage is sufficient enough coverage for my skin. This is really easy to blend, works well on my dry skin, so it's not super oily, but it's not super mattifying. It's kind of nice medium, has a nice natural finish. The lasting ability of this is about 6 to 7 hours, so it isn't a crazy long wear, but definitely, obviously, with all of these, if you set it with a powder and put a primer on, it'll last a lot longer. Now, I think that the biggest selling point for me with this is that it has a wide shade selection for BB cream. This actually has 5 different shades, I believe, which is insane considering most Korean BB creams have about 2 to 3 at most. So if you have tanner skin, I would definitely recommend this for you because you'll probably be able to find that this matches your skin tone. I do want to note that this does have a gray tone when you first apply it, but it does oxidize over time, so it is actually, this shade in particular is a really good match for my skin tone. This one from Cleo. Now this is the Water Me Please BB. This is supposed to be high moisturizing and perfect coverage effect. So I have mine in, well actually this comes in one shade, I don't even know why I'm looking at the back, but that is one of the downfalls of this, is that it only comes in one shade. This actually matches my skin tone pretty well. It's slightly light, but I find with setting with a powder and a little bit of bronzer, it matches pretty well. I like this because it has a really nice amount of coverage to it, but this is also super buildable, so if you find that the coverage isn't high enough, you can layer this on and build the coverage. I love the finish of this. Actually, despite it being a high moisturizing type of BB cream, I find that this actually has a silky kind of powdery finish. It's definitely more on the matte side for BB creams, which I personally like. So if you have oily skin, this would definitely work for you, so don't feel too intimidated by the moisturizing properties of this. This again lasts about 6 to 7 hours, and again with a powder and primer, this will last a little bit longer. I also love how light this feels on my skin. When I wear this on my skin, I don't feel like I have really heavy cakey makeup on my face. It just feels like a really light layer, so I really enjoy that about this BB cream. Moving on to this guy here, and I have talked about this BB cream in several of my videos because this is obviously in this video for a reason. This is the Holika Aqua Petit Jelly BB Cream. I have mine in shade 2 and it comes in 2 different shades, so that is a bit of a downfall because if you're any darker than my skin tone, you probably won't be able to match this BB cream, which is really unfortunate. This, like the last BB cream, has a very light feel to it. It goes on with a medium coverage, but it's also very buildable, so if you let it dry in between layers, you can build up the coverage, but I find the coverage sufficient on its own. This is another BB cream that I would recommend for oily skin people because this has a semi-matte finish, so it doesn't come off really dewy looking or doesn't get super shiny throughout the day. I actually find that this finish stays fairly matte throughout the day, so it lasts a nice long time. And this also oxidizes to my skin during the day, so when I first apply it, it does seem a little light, but after it oxidizes, it matches my skin perfectly. It's actually what I'm wearing today, and as you can tell, it's a really good skin match for me. This next one is from Etude House, and this is their Cover Bright Fit BB Cream. I have shade Honey Beige, which is their third shade. I believe there's 4 in total, so this is actually another BB cream that goes to a tan shade. It's still really light, so if you have really anything darker than an NC 30, you might be a little bit too tan to pull off this BB cream, which is unfortunately kind of the nature of the beast when it comes to Korean BB creams. Now this has a little bit of a higher coverage because this is designed to be a covering type of BB cream, so I find that when I apply this, I don't necessarily need to go back and touch up areas that need coverage. If I just put this on my skin looks good, and I am comfortable going out with just this. This is not very buildable. I would actually say that it would get too cakey and heavy. One layer of this is good enough, and like I said, the coverage for me is high enough where I don't feel like I need to keep building it up. For someone like me, this is definitely a BB cream that I will set, because if not, it does feel a little sticky on the skin, so I make a point to set this BB cream in particular. I do like this because I do have dry skin, and I find that this keeps my skin moisturized throughout the day. I don't have an issue with dry, flaky patches on my skin, and that's why I really like this BB cream. Last but not least, we have this Lioeli Triple Dissolution BB Cream. Now this, like the Clio BB Cream, only comes in 1 shade, which is kind of crazy. So if you're really any darker than my skin tone, you probably won't be able to match this. This is super easy to blend, and my dry skin loves this. It also feels very light on the skin, and it has a pretty high coverage. I don't feel like I have to keep building this up. It is a bit of a creamier type of BB cream, and when this does set and dry, this is probably the most dewy out of all of the BB creams that I'm mentioning today. Now this does a really good job of making your skin look really bright and glowy without giving your face that kind of ghostly appearance. So yeah, if you can fit this BB cream, I would definitely recommend trying this out. Alright guys, so those are my top 5 BB creams that I love. Maybe eventually in a year or 2 I'll be able to make another list of these and share with you guys some more BB creams that I've tried and love and enjoy. As you can kind of tell throughout the video, there was a bit of a pattern to the type of BB creams I gravitate towards, so I hope this was helpful if you kind of look for the same type of thing in BB creams for your skin. I tried to point out which ones would be good for different skin types, but honestly I feel like all of these would be pretty good for every single skin type, and I just wanted to give it to you guys in a compressed format so you guys wouldn't be overwhelmed with information, or I wouldn't be sitting here for like a half an hour talking about BB creams, because I don't know how interesting that would be. But yeah, so I hope you guys finally enjoyed this video. I finally got it out, yay! And as always, I hope you guys are happy and healthy, and don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, share with friends and family, and I will see you guys in my next video.